Now, when I come to you and I'm at this close to the camera, you know what time it is. It's game time. Let's get your pens, pencils, crayons, your markers, whatever you're using. Time to take some notes. You need to write these down, guys. I'm just saying, you need to write them down. Trust your boy. Let's get it. YouTube was good, man. This guy Darren, the BowTie Fragrance Guy on the channel. Well, not only smelling good matters, but also how you look. So I talk about fragrances, but I like to throw in some style and grooming tips as well. Go out there every day and look and smell your best, man. Just absolutely slay it every day with how you smell and how you look. If you are into that kind of content, which I hope most of you are. I hope you guys are bathing. I hope you guys are making sure you're clipping your nails and you're brushing your teeth and all that good stuff, man. Taking care of your skin. Do it all, man. If you're into that, make sure you hit subscribe. Don't forget to enable notifications by hitting the bell icon as well, so that anytime a new video gets uploaded on this channel, you get notified. Guys, look, if compliments is what you want, compliments is what you may get. All I can tell you is that these 10 fragrances that I'm going to talk to you guys about today have gotten me a lot of compliments over the past 5 or 6 months or so. Now, you guys know that there are fragrances I have in my collection like Portrait of a Lady, aka Portrait of a Man, that still holds the record in one day for the number of compliments. But I'm not talking about those today. I'm talking about some fragrances that I've worn over the past 5 months or so. At least twice, I've worn it out on 2 different occasions, all of these fragrances, and on both occasions, these fragrances have gotten me at least 3 unsolicited compliments. So that was kind of the criteria for this video. These are some compliment machines, at least on this guy's skin. I cannot speak for you. I cannot speak for anybody else. On my skin, these fragrances have gotten me multiple compliments, at least 3, on 2 different occasions over the last 5 months or so. So those are the fragrances that I want to talk to you guys about today. And these are some absolute beasts when we talk about compliments. So get your pens, get your paper. Don't say I didn't warn you. I'm about to get into it. You want to see what's on this list? You know how we rock, man. Keep it locked. It rhymes. I do. Keep it locked right here. Let's get it.
The BowTie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we are back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. We're going to jump right into it. A lot of these fragrances are a little bit newer acquisitions. That's how it kind of goes. You always have your go-to fragrances that you wear, you know, periodically, here and there, all the time. But when you get new stuff in, obviously, I mean, I think that's what I do. I like to rock the new stuff and see how it actually performs and all that good stuff, so I can kind of report back to you guys. And this first fragrance I want to talk about is a fragrance that I've gotten here recently over like the past 3 weeks or so. I've gotten this in the collection, and I've had a chance to wear it a couple of times and multiple compliments with this fragrance. The hype was real on this one from the brand of Ex Nihilo. This is Blue Talisman. And guys, didn't lie. I mean, you can kind of see there. I haven't had it that long, but you can already see that I put a dent in it. I wear my stuff. This one has ginger, mint, orange blossom, pear, and this note of ambrofix. I notice a lot of companies are using that now. It's kind of like ISOE Super and kind of like amber and ambroxan kind of mix. So it really enhances the fragrance. It kind of helps, it gives that uplifting nature to it and gives it that longevity. And when you combine that with ginger, man, there you go. Because ginger kind of does the same thing to me in fragrances. And guys, it's not a natural smelling fragrance or any of these things super creative, none of that stuff. It just freaking smells amazing. So I told you guys a story about this one. I got a sample from Scentberg. I put it on my skin. It was cooking. It kept calling me. I immediately went online and purchased a full bottle of this stuff from Bloomingdale's. I think it was like 330 bucks. I have worn this out several times, most recently as of yesterday, multiple compliments. I was on the phone talking to my the other gentleman that I coach my AAU basketball team with, I got on the elevator as soon as I got to work. The 2 young ladies were on the elevator, and I heard her say to the other one, "Oh my God, he smells good." And the other girl kind of started smiling. I said, I heard that. I appreciate it. I was walking down the hallway, walked by a group of young ladies, and I heard them say, "Oh my God, he always smells so good." And I just heard the chatter kind of going. This is what this fragrance is. And that's what it's been so far for me. A compliment, an absolute compliment machine. So the hype was kind of real on this one. It definitely gets the compliments. Check it out from the brand of Acqu Di Gio, man. I'm telling you, it is what it is. This is Blue Talisman. Guys, always remember, I'll make sure I link as many of these to the videos as I can if you want to check them out. But this next one, same situation. So every time I've worn this, I've gotten a compliment. This is from the brand of Antoine Baros. This is called Tilia. My God, this is good. This is good. Jasmine, broom, heliotrope, orange blossom, and there it is again, ambrofix. I told you a lot of companies are kind of going to that now. That ambrofix, which of course is a synthetic version, kind of like Isoe Super and Amber, like I said before, like a blend of them almost. But this stuff smells fantastic. Now, for you guys that are kind of anti-floral, this may not work for you, but man, if you talk about compliments, at least again on my skin, it has been phenomenal in that category. The highlight and standout note in here is that note of broom, which really gives this almost like honey-like nuance here. Though you have that, you have the heliotrope that kind of gives a slight almond feel, and of course the other florals in here. And then it dries down and you get that ambrofix here, and it's just, it works. If you guys have never put your nose on this, do yourself a favor and check this fragrance out. Again, Tilia from the brand of Antoine Baros. I know that a lot of people talk about Ganymede, which is a good fragrance, but I'm telling you, the sleeper is this fragrance right here, man. If you want some compliments, check this fragrance out from Antoine Baros. Trust your boy. Again, don't lie, I've been rocking it. I haven't had it that long. I've worn it out and about several times. This stuff is a compliment machine, or it's been for me. This is Tilia from Antoine Baros. All right, guys, another fragrance I want to mention. I haven't really worn this one out. I just got it in actually, but it kind of fits into the category of the fragrance that I'm talking about today. I feel like this is one that's going to get, it's very mass appealing. And shout out to Twisted Lily for sending this fragrance over to me. Vilhelm Perfumery has a new line of fragrances, and the one that I chose is called Great Lord. And Great Lord, my Lord, is this stuff good. This has plum, cardamom, osmanthus, oak moss, and patchouli is some of the main notes. And I'm going to be really simplified and tell you what this reminds me of. There was a fragrance done by Navitus called Vivamore that was kind of like this combination of Creed Aventus meets Baccarat Rouge 540. So you kind of get a very similar vibe in this that you got with Vivamore, but add a juicy plum opening. And that is this fragrance right here from Vilhelm Perfumery called Great Lord. Guys, this stuff is fan-flippin-tastic. Listen, I always partner up with Twisted Lily at least a couple times a year. It's not every month. But when they reached out and told me that this was a new line coming out, I told them I definitely was interested in getting myself a bottle. If you guys want to get anything from Twisted Lily or a sample of this, because there's 2 other fragrances that came out with this particular line that are really good that I have samples of as well. If you would like to get this or a sample of anything on Twisted Lily, use my code Darian10 and save 10% off. I'll make sure I link it down below. But this to me is one that you want to get your nose on. You heard it here first. It is by Vilhelm Perfumery. They got like a new line, and this one is called Great Lord. And oh Lord, is this fragrance good. If you like plum, if you like Aventus, Baccarat, if you like the Vivamore and you had a chance to put your nose on that, you're gonna love this stuff. Cannot wait to wear this one out. This is right up my alley for versatile, easy to wear scent profile that I know, or I feel pretty confident people are going to gravitate towards when I wear it. That's this right here. Great Lord from Vilhelm Perfumery. Make sure you head over to Twisted Lily and check them out. Use my code Darian10. Let them know that the BowTie Fragrance Guy sent you. All right, let's get to the next one. Guys, I've talked about this fragrance so much. It is so good, and it gets so many compliments. It works so well on my skin. I can't speak for anybody else, but for your boy, it definitely gets the job done. I love the way it smells. It is just a bonus that other people have been complimenting me on this fragrance. But it is such a compliment getting fragrance, highly complimented getting fragrance for me. It's crazy. This is called Number One from Bond Number 9. And it just works on my skin. Yang Ylang, Bulgarian Rose, Tonka Bean, Vanilla, and Patchouli are some of the main notes. It's so good. It's so good. I would say this for me is signature scent worthy. You have, of course, this banana-like yang-ylang note in here. It's a little bit sweet. Obviously, you're gonna get that rose in there, which really brings this level of sensuality to this fragrance that it just works on my skin. Obviously, when it dries down, you get some of my favorite notes here, tonka bean and patchouli. You have that combination on the dry down with a slight vanillic undertone. This fragrance is just, for me, it's fantastic. It is fantastic. And again, it's just a bonus that it has gotten a lot of compliments from the brand of Bond Number 9. Do yourself a favor and check it out. This is Number One. Guys, trust me on this. Trust me. All right, guys, this next fragrance up is a designer fragrance, but I gotta give it its props. If you talk about compliments, it's up there with some of the best that's been getting compliments from me lately, and this is called Aeros Energy from the brand of Versace. It does not lie. Lemon, mandarin orange, black currant, oat moss, musk, patchouli. Yes, stop me if you've heard that before. Yes, it is very reminiscent of Creed Aventus. Take the pineapple out, put in a huge overdose of lemon, and you get Aeros Energy. That's exactly what this smells like. So I am not surprised at all that it has been a very, 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 very highly complimented fragrance for me because it just works. And the great thing about it is, at least even when it first came out, you could find it for just, it was what, like 120 bucks maybe for a 3.4 ounce. To me, definitely worth it. Although it is, of course, inspired by Aventus, it's one of the few designer fragrances released over the last year and a half that I really, really enjoyed. There's been some others, but this is definitely one that I've really enjoyed and I've really gotten a lot of wear out of that just really works for me personally. So if you haven't checked it out yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Do yourself a favor and check this one out from Versace. This is Aeros Energy, an absolute compliment machine. All right, guys, this next fragrance, oh my goodness, this one comes from the brand of BowTie Victorious. I get some of the most over-the-top compliments, some of the most, I can't really describe it the way that this fragrance puts people in a trance when I wear it. This is called a green sapphire. Man, raspberry, violet leaves, saffron, pine, cedarwood, and sandalwood are some of the main notes. This is a masterfully done fragrance. Think about it has that saffron, so it has this leathery presence with the raspberry that may put you in the mindset of like a Tuscan leather, but it's so different because it's heavily green undertone of this fragrance that is provided from the note of pine. It smells like fresh pine needles. So you got that there, a very pencil shaving kind of cedarwood note with the creaminess and sweetness and warmth of a sandalwood to kind of soften everything up. This is a phenomenal fragrance. And again, I get some of the most over-the-top kind of compliments when I wear this fragrance. You wear this fragrance, you put on a suit, make sure you're clean now, make sure you cut nice and you're out in public. You can't be sitting in your mom's basement saying you don't get compliments. It does not work that way. That makes sense. Dress nice, get yourself looking good, put on a suit, man, go out and wear this fragrance and thank me later. From the brand of BowTie Victorious. Check this one out, guys. It's a home run hitter. This is Green Sapphire. Next up, we talk about compliments of fragrance on this channel that needs no introduction. Gee whiz, boy, this stuff is crazy. Lovers from Louis Vuitton. Guys, I've ran through this bottle. I'm trying to hold up on it. Galbanum, ginger, cedarwood, sandalwood. Sandalwood are the main notes. Gee whiz. Gee whiz, this is good. Look, everybody doesn't like this fragrance. To each his or her own. All I am telling you is I love it. And when I wear it, people love it on my skin. I have told you guys before all the different stories about this fragrance and the compliments I've gotten. Listen, it is insane. It is insane that every time I've worn this, and this is no exaggeration, the haters, the lames, and the simps can say what they want. Every time I've worn this, with the exception of the first time I wore it, and this story is consistent. The first time I wore it, me and my wife went out to dinner, I did not get any compliments. Every time since then, I have gotten at least one compliment when I've worn this. That has been my experience. A compliment machine from Louis Vuitton lovers. Check it out. This next fragrance has been super consistent when we talk about compliments, from the brand of Steppenhumber Lucas God of Fire. This stuff is so good. They really they haven't created the words yet to describe how good this stuff is. But it's really mango, ginger, jasmine, musk, and apple. My gosh, this is beyond good. How did he come up with this? I don't understand. Man, this is so good, man. Like, seriously, that mango note in the opening of this fragrance is so freaking good. It's like a photorealistic, juicy mango that has this tropical essence that you're gonna get from the fragrance. And of course the jasmine, you have jasmine here. But on the dry down, it's really about this vanillic kind of amber accord on the dry down, combined with that fruity tropical mango note that just really makes this fragrance in. Just beyond good. Guys, you just gotta smell it. Again, sometimes the words really escape me when a fragrance is this good. The next thing that you can do is just really get your nose on it so you can try to kind of understand what I'm trying to convey through this camera. But a compliment machine for me. This stuff is good. God of Fire. All right, when we talk about compliments, those of you that have experienced this fragrance, which is probably a lot of you at this point, it should come as no surprise that this is a highly complimented fragrance. It comes from the brand, of course, of Creed, and this is Absolute Aventus. And it has absolutely been fantastic in the compliment department for me. You have the basic Aventus DNA here with spices, nutmeg, clove, cinnamon, and a little sweetness of tonka bean on the dry down. The primary Aventus DNA is here. The pineapple, the oak moss, the musk, the black currant, all the primary notes you got from Creed Aventus is here. Again, you just add some spices here and kind of give you the allspice thing here because you have the clove, cinnamon, and nutmeg combination with a little bit of sweetness on the dry down from tonka to kind of round it out. Fantastic compliment magnet. I can't see through this bottle, but I'm pretty sure at least half of this is gone. I'm praying that it's only half, if not more than that. I'm gonna try to see if I can put it up to a light and let you guys know exactly how much I have left, but it's not a lot. It's not a lot. And when this runs out, I'm getting another bottle because it's that good. It smells like vintage Creed Aventus with a little bit of that Dior Sauvage Elixir DNA from the spices. Fantastic stuff. It works on my skin from the brand of Creed Absolute Aventus. All right, guys, another staple in my collection that I took for a test drive about a month ago. I kind of got in the mood just to wear it, and I ended up wearing it 2 days back to back. Both days got multiple compliments. That has always been the case for me, and most times when I've worn this with this fragrance from the brand of Bond Number 9, this is Scent of Peace for Him. Scent of Peace for Him. Pineapple, juniper berries, black currant, and cedarwood. It kind of has the Aventus DNA, but kind of with a twist, primarily because of the note of juniper berries in here, which kind of changes and gives this fragrance somewhat of an identity separate from Creed Aventus. But it is fantastic. It has a bow tie. I've always loved that about this fragrance. I love this bottle. I love the fragrance, and people love it on my skin. It pretty much, most of the time I wear this, I get a compliment if I'm out and about. And it was no different about a month ago when I wore this 2 days back to back. Just one of those fragrances that works for me, very nostalgic. Another one that I always have when I run out, I'm getting another bottle. Scent of Peace for Him by the brand of Bond Number 9. All right, guys, and last but not least, another fragrance that's a little bit newer to the collection, but my God, when you talk about compliments, it's been absolutely great in that department. This fragrance comes from the brand of Xerjoff. This is Torino 21. Man, this is good. Mint, lemon, basil, black currant, lavender, and musk. are the main notes. This is going to be a staple for me this summer. Guys, when I tell you, if you're looking for a fresh summer fragrance to put on your skin that you can wear anytime, any place, anywhere, you can dress this up or down in hot weather. Honestly, this can be a signature scent. It can be a signature scent. It just has that amazing, this kind of minty herbal freshness in this fragrance. And that's really what is so intoxicating about it when you first put it on, because you have that mint up top. You have that mint basil combination. And I'm noticing that basil is a note that they pair a lot of time with fresher notes, more citrus, and then those like spices, like maybe a ginger. You pair that a lot of times with basil because it just kind of works to create this accord that's just very, very fresh and invigorating. And that's what this fragrance really does. The opening of this is absolutely phenomenal. And it's really, you know, of course, what catches people's attention a lot of times when you have those fragrances that have this very fresh, just vibrant, invigorating, uplifting kind of vibe about it when you first put it on. And it really kind of contributes, at least for me, to my mood, giving me more a happy kind of mood. I love wearing this stuff, and people have loved it on my skin. I have worn it out and about several times and gotten multiple compliments on it. This is a winner. I think I purchased my bottle from FragranceNet, but I love this one. Glad I came back around to it and added it to the collection from the brand of Jerjoff. Been a compliment machine for me. Torino 21. But that is it, guys. That is my time. Hope you enjoyed this video today. As always, I sincerely appreciate you guys' time and your attention to these videos. You don't have to watch, but you do. And I sincerely appreciate that. Now, don't forget to take a few moments to like, comment, and subscribe. Please make sure you're sharing these videos out to some other folks that you think could use the information or just find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darren, I'm the BowTie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell fantastic. So until next time, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.